Sure how this is going to go, but however, it's about creating a folder for EDSQ E3. Currently, I'm looking after my grandkids, so they may come in. There may be a bit of noise in the background, so we'll wait and see what happens. If we look at the question for the very first one that you get for task one, it's creating a folder and it's worth 4 marks. And it asks you to create a folder to store your work. Your tutor will tell you where to store the folder. Generally, because this is the very first time, the easiest place that we're going to store it initially is on the desktop. It's asked you to rename your folder digital, take a screenshot of the folder, save the screenshot in your folder digital, and then name the screenshot task one in your name, and then upload the file by clicking the choose file, which is here, which is what we're going to go through. We won't be able to do all of it because it hasn't got functionality. It won't be able to show us once it's uploaded. But let's just see what we need to do. So to create the folder, first of all, we need to minimize the web browser. So we minimize it by this icon here. And now we can see we've got the desktop here. If I just right click on the desktop, you can see that it then comes up with new. I'm going to click folder. And because it's a folder and it's in blue now, I shouldn't touch any keys. And I can write in it digital. And then that's it. And then I'm going to press enter. And there. And I've got my folder. If I wanted to move it around, I could move it around in different places there. Let's say that we've named it wrong and I need to rename it. All I need to do is right click on it and it comes up with this icon here to rename, and then I can rename it there. I now need to take a screenshot of that and then save it into a Word document. So I need to print the screen. So depending if you're using a Windows 11 or Windows 10 computer, so this is a Windows 11, I'm now going to press this icon here, the snipping mode. So this means it's a camera. This one's a video, which we don't want. We want to make sure we're on camera. And then this arrow here, click full screen. And now that is saved into my digital clipboard. And I need to open up Microsoft Word, which is on the taskbar. Just click that. And then blank document. Then I press Control and V. And we can see that my image has been there. So that's most of the work done. Now we need to save it. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, because this is the very first time I've saved it. I'm going to click Browse. And then the navigation pane comes up and I need to click over on here. I'm going to try and find my folders. My folder I know is on the desktop. Just left click that. There's my folder digital. Pardon me, I'll just double click it. Open the folder and there's nothing in it at the moment. And I know that I'm in the right place because it says desktop digital. I click on file name. I call it task 1. Task 1. And then I click save. And then that document will save. Close that down. And I know it's saved because it says it's up there. I close it down. And then I'm going to go back and check my question. It says, right, rename the folder digital, take a screenshot digital, name the screenshot task 1 in your name. So I know that I've missed my name off there. So what I'm going to do is going to go back into that folder and make sure I put my name in. So here we go, digital. And I know that there's a file in there because I can just see that little white icon there with the W. So I'm going to double click that. And I now need to rename that as task 1 and my name. But first of all, I'm going to check it and make sure it's the right file that I'm going to upload it. So I'm going to open it again and have a look at it and make sure it's got, there it's my screenshot. And you'll be surprised the amount of people that upload the wrong document. So I know it's the right file. So I'm just going to close that down again now. So to rename it, all I need to do is see it's selected. If I clicked off it, it's not selected. But now if I just left click, and I'm going to go up to this icon here, which is rename. And see how it comes up there, task 1. I'm just going to say task 1, Nigel. There we go. And I know that that's right. I'm going to close that down. Now, if we were in the exam, what we would do is we would then choose File. I would navigate to the desktop, navigate to my folder, and there's task 1. And I can either double click that, or I can just click it once and then click Open. And what it will do is, if you're using the exam, it would say that it's uploaded, and once it's uploaded, it would then come up on there as the file was uploaded, and then hopefully you would then move on to the next question. It's really important that you get this task 1 done sorted straight away. So hopefully that was helpful for you and not too noisy.